So let's get into chapter 7 of Jeremiah. So, false trust in the temple. These people are still doing what they're doing. And then going to God's temple and thinking that he gonna do what he said he gonna do. But they worshiping these other gods. How does that work? Because over here, it says, instead, if you really correct your ways and your actions, if you act justly toward one another, and not just act, but it has to be in your heart, because he goes by what your heart, not by what you're doing. People do things out of show, but if their heart is not true, it don't mean anything toward one another. If you no longer oppress the resident alien, the fatherless, and the widow, and these three types of people are people who are talked about often. The resident alien. So that's like people who are, I would equate them to like people who are grafted in, right? The fatherless, we know what that means. And the widow, we know what that means. And no longer shed innocent blood in this place or follow other gods, bring harm on yourselves. I will allow you to live in this place, which is the promised land, the land I gave to your ancestors long ago and forever. But look, you keep trusting in deceitful words that cannot help. Do you steal, unalive, commit adultery, swear falsely, burn incense to Baal, and follow other gods that you have not known? Don't those sound familiar? Then, after you do all of this, you have the nerve, the audacity, the gumption, the unmitigated gall to come and stand before me in this house that bears my name and say, we are rescued so we can continue doing all the detestable acts. Bruh. Has this house, which bears my name, become a den of robbers in your view? Yes, I too have seen it. Y'all think that God is not watching you? Like you out here breaking all these commandments and then come to him and say we are rescued, but we can still continue to do all these things. No. So let's jump down here. Do not pray for Judah. As for you, do not pray for these people. Do not offer a cry or a prayer on their behalf, and do not beg me, for I will not listen to you. Don't pray for them, because all you're doing is praying for them, and they're going to continue to do all these things up here. Don't you see how they behave in the cities of Judah and the streets of Jerusalem? The sons gather wood, the fathers light the fire, and the women knead dough to make cakes for the queen of heaven. Who's the queen of heaven? Nobody. It's a pagan goddess. And they pour out drink offerings to other gods so that they provoke me to anger. But are they really provoking me? This is the Lord's declaration. Isn't it they themselves being provoked to disgrace? Therefore, this is what the Lord says. Look, my anger, my burning wrath is about to be poured out on this place, on people and animals, on the tree of the field, and on the produce of the land. Everybody can get it. My wrath will burn and not be quenched. I mean, look at this. This is what the Lord of armies, the God of Israel, says. Add your burnt offerings to your other sacrifices and eat the meat yourselves. For when I brought your ancestors out of the land of Egypt, I did not speak with them or command them concerning the burnt offering and sacrifice. However, I did give them this command. Obey me, and then I will be your God, and you will be my people. Follow every way I command you, so that it may go well with you. Yet you didn't listen or pay attention, but followed their own advice and their own stubborn, evil heart. They went backward and not forward, since the day your ancestors came out of the land of Egypt until today. I have sent all my servants, the prophets, to you time and time again. However, my people wouldn't listen to me or pay attention, but became obstinate. They did more evil than their ancestors. When you speak all these things to them, they will not listen to you. When you call to them, they will not answer you. Therefore, declare to them, this is the nation that will not listen to the Lord, their God, and will not accept discipline. Truth has perished. It has disappeared from their mouths. Cut off the hair of your sacred vow, consecration, and throw it away. Raise up a dirge, a song or hymn of grief or lamentation on the barren heights, for the Lord has rejected and abandoned the generation under his wrath. For the Judeans have done what is evil in my sight. This is the Lord's declaration. They have set up their abhorrent things in the house that bears my name in order to defile it. They have built the high places of Topheth in Ben Hinnom Valley in order to burn their sons and daughters in the fire, a thing I did not command. I never entertained the thought. So if you know that sacrificing children is a covenant with Moloch. Therefore, look, the days are coming, the Lord's declaration, when this place will no longer be called Topheth in Ben Hinnom Valley, but Slaughter Valley. Topheth will become a cemetery because there will be no other burial place. The corpses of these people will become food for the birds of the sky and for the wild animals of the land, with no one to scare them away. I will remove from the cities of Judah and the streets of Jerusalem the sound of joy and gladness and the voices of the groom and bride, for the land will become a desolate waste.